Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 16 review of series number 9. Series number 9 being premium pouches. And as you just saw, this will be a review of Skoal's classic mint. So let's take a look at the packaging. Metal lid, boxed bronze rim, half circle is raised, and the bronze border of the word Skoal. Everything else is flat to the can, with the exception of a very slight raise in a border between the upper and the warning label. All other lettering is also in bronze. For reference, you're looking for the white extra and the baby blue center on the extra product compared to the all dark navy blue, royal blue of the Skoal Classic. Also on the Classic, the word pouches is a little bit more defined. Skoal branding, the fact that the product is pouches, and manufacturer's information and barcode. This is a product of the U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company of Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, the makers of Copenhagen and Skoal, Red Seal, and Husky. Skoal branding and the fact that it is a pouch product in classic mint, scrunched U.S. Smokeless warning label, general information, and back to branding. General information is just it is 100% U.S. tobacco. Underage sale is prohibited. Sale is only allowed in the United States, and it is smokeless tobacco. So nobody tried to light this stuff on fire. Just want to put that out there. On the back, you have the guaranteed fresh stamped can and a sell-by date, which in this case is March 24th, 2019. All right, so I'm going to cut into it. I'm pretty sure what to expect now that I've already done the Wintergreen Classic, which I was pleasantly surprised, and that was done yesterday, so that video should be the one right before this. Papery band with a good seal, and it looks as I expected. It is very moist. There is moisture registering on the lid, but I don't know if that's going to register on this camera. You can see a little bit of it. The product, the pouches are stained dark. The smell doesn't register as sweet as the extra mint, but it is obviously mint, and there is a tobacco undertone. Giving you a look inside. Now, if you want to see the difference between these classic product pouches and the Flavor Flow pouches that are used on the extra products, if you look at the last video, the classic wintergreen video, I go into a little bit more depth on the differences between the regular pouches and the Flavor Flow pouches. For the sake of keeping this video a little bit shorter, I'm not going to repeat myself on all that again. All right. So this is what you're looking at. I'm going to fluff it up a little bit because these are packed in the can pretty well. I have noticed they seem to take up more room in the can with the Skoal products. The Copenhagen products, they seemed like they had extra space in them, like enough to fit like 1, 2, maybe 3 pouches. These pretty much take up the full can. and that is why they're sort of compressed. They're very moist, though. I mean, I'm going to have to wipe off my hands. I don't think it's going to register on the camera, but... Okay, I'm going to hit the pause button, and I will be back in a moment. And I'm going to hit the pause button again, and I'm going to be back in a moment. And I'm back. Okay, so let me move this around the side. Put them in both sides, either side, as usual. During the break, they've been put up front and doubled up. I'm going to move them around the side for the sake of talking. Okay, that is one good thing about pouches. There is no like cling up or anything, which you sort of want when you're moving long cut around, but it's real easy to do. With long cut, you want it sort of clinging on itself and a little bit resistance going around without it falling apart, obviously. With the pouches, it's just one sweep. For me, anyway. So, the flavor is as I sort of expected. I would have expected it a couple days ago, but having done the Wintergreen Classic already, it is a less sweet than the extra mint, with little or no sting or cooling sensation. Although there is something there, and there was something there with the Wintergreen too. But it's tolerable. I could have kept it up front if I was not doing this video and talking. So the flavor's good. It's mint. There is a definite tobacco presence underlying the mint. The mint is not overboard, over the top. It's a peppermint. It's not a bad mint. It's just it's sort of brought down and more in line with the tobacco. You can definitely tell taste-wise a tobacco presence. So the pouches, comfortable enough, but again, a slower flavor release than the extra product. And as I said in the last video, the Wintergreen Classic, I go into what I think are and what I saw as the differences between the pouches. As such, this takes a little bit longer to get going. And again, the mint isn't overblown, so it's not like, whoa. It's not a bad flavor, though. I think, again, I prefer the extra mint version to this. This is more along the lines of the Grizzly mint. Okay, whereas the extra version is sort of along the lines of the Copenhagen mint, which, if done on purpose, which I don't know if it is or not, but if it was done on purpose, it would be pretty smart on the part of U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company, because they basically have a product mirroring their popular upper line and another product mirroring the competition's line. So nicotine's there, probably not the strongest, but I don't think it's the weakest either. I'll leave this in through the uploading process of the video. Quality packaging, I really don't even need to mention that when it comes to U.S. smokeless tobacco products. It's always going to be quality packaging. It's the same with American Snuff Company too. There's no issues anywhere there. So I don't have a need for this, but I may dip the can. I may not. It depends. It's tolerable to me. It's not my favorite by any means, but it's a safe product in my mind, and it's okay flavor, okay nicotine content, and it's good packaging. So it'll stay around. I'll probably use it up. I'll definitely be using up the extra mint version. One more time, just for. Let me see if I can get this light better so you can see That's not really helping. There we go. That's more. Okay, so this has been the review of Skoal Classic Mint pouches. They're pretty good. They don't lean as sweet as I usually care for, which is probably also why I am leaning towards the extra version. I'd like to say hello and thank you to Mark with a C. Hertlin. Thank you, Mark. Do check out Berg's Dip Reviews, which has been active over the last few days. Winnington Outdoors, which has finally stopped momentarily because he was uploading a ridiculous amount of videos in a ridiculous amount of time, and that's by my standards, which is somewhat ridiculous in itself. Dirty Pat Walsh will be doing music-oriented stuff, I am sure. I have not gotten over there yet today. You have Wayside Lee 83, which I don't know if he did anything today, but he has done something recent within the last couple. If you're into any sort of like gaming type stuff, there is Real Talk Studios. And if you want snooze information, although it is in German, you can go over and check out snoozefreak.com. And if you did have a question, you could always drop a comment in the comment section of whatever video it happens to be, and I believe he will get back to you in English if you had, a question that you needed answered. All right, so guys, do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.